It's one of the most anticipated announcements Consumer Reports makes each year. It's Top Picks Cars List. John Lincove is the Deputy Cars Editor for Consumer Reports, and he joins us this morning with the highlights. Thanks for joining us this morning, John.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Let's jump right in. Who is new to Consumer Reports' Top Picks list this year?
Well, we've got 4 cars. We have the Ram 1500 pickup truck, Chrysler's first product in 16 years on our top picks list. It's a great vehicle. It has a car-like ride, whether it's laden or unladen. For $42,000, has a luxurious interior, a really smooth and sweet 8-speed automatic, and the reliability's been very good. It tested well, so that's our top pick pickup truck. We also have 2 German cars, the Audi A6 as well as the BMW 3 Series. They're both cars that test well all the time, but they haven't historically had great reliability. These 2 now have average reliability, so they're on our list. But the big news really comes from the Tesla Model S. It's a $90,000 car. It's an all-electric vehicle. It scored a 99 in our testing, and it could go 225 miles on a single charge. So unlike a lot of smaller electrics, this one doesn't have the same range anxiety as those. It's super comfortable, Porsche-like handling and performance in a really voluptuous-looking package. The only thing is that price tag and the multi-month waiting list to get one.
Multi-month, yes, exactly. So you have to wait quite a long time. Now, there are a lot of different cars to choose from. Obviously, just because the car that you have isn't on the list doesn't mean that it's not necessarily a good, safe car. What are the specific things that you definitely look for to be a top pick?
Well, there's 3 things that make a car recommended as well as top pick. First of all, if the government, the NHTSA or the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety have crash tested the car, it's had to do, perform well in that. It couldn't have a bad test score in crash tests. Secondly, the vehicle has to have reliability data from our survey of our subscribers, and we have data on 1.2 million vehicles, so a car has to be average or better according to our survey. And finally, it's had to test well, and we buy every vehicle we test. We put it through 50 tests at our Consumer Reports test track in Central Connecticut, and it has to excel there to even be considered for recommendation. And then what we do is take the best of the best and look at them, and they rise to the top. Those become our top picks simply because they just did everything well, good crash tests, good reliability, and the good performance in our testing.
So you can definitely feel confident if you do get one of those vehicles. Now, Japanese cars have historically done well on Consumer Reports' top picks list, taking more than 70% of the spots since 1997, but their hold may be slipping. Now, can you explain what's different this year?
Well, you have a number of manufacturers, that are cars built in the United States. So you have the Ram, you have the Tesla, you also have some German manufacturers, the BMW and the Audi on the list as well. So, new models, new manufacturers, 4 of the 10 now are from, domestic or European manufacturers, and that really cuts down considering that sometimes we had up to 10 models that were from Asian manufacturers. It shows that the industry is competitive. It shows that as manufacturers grow, they have to focus a lot of their same resources on a lot more vehicles. And then also it shows things like crash testing. The Honda Accord's a midsize sedan. It scored really well. The Toyota Camry is an excellent vehicle as well. But at one point, and this didn't figure into top picks, but at one point the Camry had a crash test problem and we weren't able to recommend it. So, you're seeing that there's a whole thing that goes on as far as crash tests, manufacturers introducing new models. That's what happens. You have a lot more competition there, and you have a lot more factors to worry about on the manufacturer side. If you go out and you buy something off of this list, you're guaranteed to have a reliable, well-performing car that's going to give you good fuel efficiency and that you're going to be comfortable with.
And you're doing all the work and the research for us consumers. Let's talk green. Seems as if Toyota has been the only automaker that is able to get it right. Why is that?
Yeah, no one's been able to knock off the Toyota Prius from our green car list simply because of its 44 miles per gallon overall. It, it does a really great job of combining a roomy interior, the ability to carry, cargo in its hatchback. But again, that 44 miles per gallon overall, you're going to get, even a little better sometimes in the city or the highway, depending on how you drive. And it's been stellar reliability. I mean, the reliability of the Prius has been really excellent. Battery costs have come down for replacements, but we've seen Priuses that are well over 200,000 miles on their original battery and still performing very well. So you could buy a Prius today at $26,000, $27,000 and know that 5-10 years from now, you're going to be driving a car that's going to give you the similar fuel economy and it's going to be very reliable.
Well, it's great that we have you to do the research so that we can make sure that we are getting a car that is reliable, safe, and of course, we want to look for ones that are on your top picks list. So thanks so much, John, for your time this morning. It was great talking to you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.